This is BTV.
Nevada Copper is a relatively new company. They have been in existence for 14 months. They have an advanced stage project in copper located in Nevada. They hope to go into production by 2011. Nevada Copper's resource is a project located approximately 8 miles southeast of the small town of Yerington, Nevada, about 1.5 hours drive southeast of Reno. It is called Pumpkin Hollow.
Pumpkin Hollow is a project that was discovered in the 1960s by U.S. Steel as an iron deposit. It's had a substantial amount of work done on it, over 590,000 feet of drilling. We were fortunate enough to acquire it in 2005 when copper prices were trading in the $1.50 range. And our view was that we could take it into production within a short time frame. Because of the amount of work that's been done on the project, in effect, that's the biggest reason we can move it as quickly ahead as we've been able to.
Nevada Copper knew where to look to find what they wanted. This prolific district hosts over 20 billion pounds of copper. The Yerington copper operation was mined from 1953 to 1978, producing 2 billion pounds of copper. The old mine is directly across the valley from Nevada Copper's Pumpkin Hollow.
Pumpkin Hollow deposit is shaping up to be a major copper project. From a dimension perspective, we're looking at a integrated underground mining operation and open pit operation, feeding a single copper concentrator. The size of the facility will be in the order of 60,000 ton per day operation, a significant project.
In 2007, Nevada Copper planned 12,000 meters of drilling, but expanded that to 19,000 meters based on positive results.
Recently, we just completed a 43101 compliant resource estimate, and that resource estimate stated that Pumpkin Hollow deposit has a 7.9 billion pound copper resource, in addition to a 1.3 million gold ounce reserve and a 57 million ounce silver reserve. Combined with that, it reported a 144 million ton iron resource. So this is a large multi-metal deposit.
Nevada Copper's Pumpkin Hollow project is favorably located.
First of all, it is in the state of Nevada, which is known as a friendly mining jurisdiction. Secondly, the location itself is fairly isolated in one instance, but on the other, it's very close to existing infrastructure, including power, railroad, a community that is very pro mining. On top of that, from an environmental perspective, it is a skarn deposit. Consequently, it's hosted in sediments, which mean that there will be no acid rock generation, and consequently it'll be a very green project, if you will.
We've been modest in terms of the amount of financings we needed to put in place. You know, bear in mind, because if it's an advanced asset, we had a structured plan going in. We're currently sitting on a treasury of about $4.5 million. Now that's sufficient to get us started on the drilling program, as well to commence the feasibility. Clearly, we'll probably look at doing something in 2008, but we've got the luxury of time. And as well, we've got, in our view, a couple of major re-rating events to take place.
And what are those re-rating events?
Firstly, the announcement of the preliminary economic assessment. Secondly, the decision as a company to move forward towards feasibility.
Nevada Copper is working quickly. A known resource, aggressive drill program, and now a pre-feasibility study in the offering. Could the company be a takeover target?
Clearly, when you look at the size of the deposit, you look at the location, you look at the infrastructure, you look at the ideal permitting location, there's going to be interest from certain majors. We'll make a determination as to whether that's a route that we want to take. But primarily, our focus is to move forward, become a mid-cap copper producer, and grow by way of acquisition at the appropriate time. And, you know, if you will, I think that's going to be driven by the share price and how we perceive that valuation in the marketplace.
So what can investors of Nevada Copper expect over the long term?
The objective for us as a company is to take that advanced asset, develop it, grow it, and move it to the next stage of development, which in our view is going to be feasibility. Our next step on the back of the updated resource that we've recently announced is to do a scoping study on the project, get a sense of the economics. It'll be a first pass at the economics. From that, we'll in all likelihood move towards feasibility, thereafter production by 2011.
With a well-defined plan and copper prices remaining strong, you might want to keep a watch on Nevada copper.